Everything that happened was all part of my master plan.
But looking the other way just doesn't work for me anymore.
You and I have so much in common.
I'm gonna terminate him immediately.
I have a better idea.
Got some questions for you.
General Hospital latest update. General Hospital explodes with political shakeups and mob intrigue. Drew picks the new mayor, Jason hunts Sidwell's shady connections, and Sonny's empire is under siege. Meanwhile, Jordan quits in a stunning press conference twist, Tracy's loyalty is tested, and a shocking theory about Drew's true identity sends fans reeling. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Drew picks new mayor, Jason grills Marco, and Sidwell strikes Sonny. General Hospital reveals that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, picked the new mayor while Jason Morgan, Steve Burton grilled Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo, and Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, carried out another strike against Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. At Elizabeth Baldwin's, Rebecca Herbst place, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson tried to convince Amy Driscoll, Risa Dorkin, that he could handle taking care of Liz. Amy still wouldn't leave, so Liz sent Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, a 911 text and got him to come tell Amy that she was needed back at General Hospital. At Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis press conference, Ezra Boyle, Daniel Cosgrove, threw some tough questions at Laura about the Esplanade referendum and tried to make it seem like she was too close to Sonny. Ezra suggested that Laura was soft on crime and put Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, on the spot as he sought her opinion. Jordan ultimately shocked everyone by admitting she didn't endorse Laura's view and announcing that she was resigning. Afterward, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, grilled Jordan and struggled to understand why she'd go to such an extreme. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, was definitely suspicious about Jordan's bold move and the motives behind it. Later, Jordan met back up with Laura to deliver her official resignation later and explained that she threw that curveball because she needed Laura to show genuine surprise. Laura and Jordan wished each other luck before the now former deputy mayor took off. The Quartermaine mansion. Sidwell visited Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, to discuss the mutual thorn in their side and sought her help pushing Sonny out of deception as an investor. Although Tracy never wanted Sonny involved in the first place, she made it clear that she didn't trust Sidwell either. Once Sidwell eventually got updates on the news of Jordan's resignation, he called her up and suggested they should discuss her future. As for Ezra and Drew, they discussed Laura's career falling apart. Drew had big plans to get Ezra elected as the next mayor and wanted him to keep doing everything he said. At Sonny's place, Jason was there with him when Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, brought Marco over and made introductions. Sonny exposed the fact that Marco was Sidwell's son, so Diane flipped out since she had no idea. After Marco left, Diane offered to terminate Marco immediately, but Sonny had other plans and sent Jason off to question him. Next, talk turned to the threatened peers that were essential to Sonny's business. Diane's hands were tied, so she made a prediction about Sonny needing a different way to do business if the referendum didn't turn out like he wanted. At the law office, Jason interrogated Marco about why he accepted this position and seemed skeptical of Marco's innocent answer. After Jason talked about the penthouse explosion that injured Michael Corinthos, last played by Chad Duell, he pointed out that Sidwell showed up around the same time. Now Sidwell's son was working for Sonny's lawyer, so it's easy to see why Jason felt there were too many coincidences happening. Jason tossed some threats around before Lucas arrived and quickly picked up on the tension in the room. As Jason headed out, he suggested Lucas might have better luck prying info out of Marco. General Hospital spoilers say Marco and Lucas' romance will come with some complications, so stay tuned. Today's next update. Is Shiloh impersonating Drew? This explains a lot. General Hospital spoilers tease that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, may not be who he says he is. Would that surprise you? We've already seen his identity change over time. Maybe there's another identity ready to bust out? Could Drew really be Shiloh Archer, Kobe Ryan McLaughlin? Anything is possible in Soapland. Let's explore this a bit more. Is Drew Shiloh? If Drew is Shiloh that would certainly explain a lot. Many fans are upset with the way that Drew is acting, having gone from an anti-hero to a jerk. Shiloh was an evil cult leader who died in 2019, or did he? Let's face it, pun intended, Shiloh could have come back to PC with Drew's face. Soap characters return from the dead routinely, and this outrageousness is one of the reasons we love soaps. Not many fans would bat an eyelash as we learn that Shiloh has been impersonating Drew. Could there be a master villain afoot? It would also explain why the sudden change in Drew's personality and his obsession with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. This week, Drew brought up being the legal guardian of her children if something happens to her. Cue the dark music. If you remember, Shiloh previously thought Wiley Corinthos, Viren Weaver, was his son, which would explain his request to be the boy's guardian. Is Shiloh fooling Willow? The one thing we can't ignore is that Drew keeps getting weirder and expanding his reach. He now wants to become Kai Taylor's, Jens Austin Alstrup benefactor, and this is exactly the behavior a cult leader engages in. Somehow Drew found out about a surgery that might help Kai, and now people are wondering why he looked into it in the first place. So, there's a lot of good points to be made about Drew literally not being himself. Question is, if he's not Drew, who is he masquerading as? Drew the politician. Since becoming a congressman, Drew has excelled at playing the political game. He wheels, deals, and plays dirty. All of this type of behavior is in Shiloh's wheelhouse. Let's not forget that Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, remarked that Willow has fallen for Drew just like she did with the cult leader. Case you missed it, Sasha said that instead of Dawn of Day, Willow has joined Dawn of Drew. EW. Now share your thoughts, General Hospital fans. Today's next update, Laura's press conference disaster. Sunny calls out Marco, Tracy's suspicious of Sidwell. General Hospital's spoilers and recaps for Wednesday, April 16th, reveal a flurry of activity in Port Charles. If you missed today's episode, no worries. CTS has a full overview for you. Nurse Amy Driscoll is replaced. Nurse Amy Driscoll, Risa Dorkin, is still driving Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst nuts. She wants to stay on the couch to rest, while Amy is trying to rush her back into bed. Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, intervenes and tells Amy that he will take it from here as a relieved Liz looks on. Lucky suggests that Amy is needed at the hospital, and she insists on staying right by Liz's side until she is healed. Lucas Jones, Van Hanses, stops by after Liz texted him begging for help with Amy. She wants Lucas to tell Amy that Liz doesn't need any help and that she is needed back at the hospital. He does just this, and before Amy leaves, she asks who's going to care for Liz. Lucky volunteers to handle everything on the home front. Jen Sidwell tries to manipulate Tracy Quartermain. General Hospital spoilers imply that Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, will make a stop at the Q Mansion Inn to have a chat with Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, during Wednesday's show. She tells him that she is entertaining this conversation only because he has his fingers in deception. Tracy goes on to say that she would like to be rid of Jens completely. This is when Sidwell interjects, stating he believes she would like to be rid of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, even more. Tracy agrees to listen, and Jen says that he has grave concern about the company as long as Sonny is a silent partner. He says that he would feel much better about their partnership if Sonny were gone. Tracy, as majority shareholder, can make it happen. She admits that she never wanted Sonny as part of the company. Sidwell points out that the minority shareholders need his Zincite more than they need Sonny, and he suggests that together they can make them see this. Tracy says that as far as she is concerned, both men bring more risk than reward to deception. She doesn't trust Sidwell any more than she trusts Sonny. Laura Collins's press conference is a disaster. Over at City Hall, Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, gives a press conference with information on the location of the Esplanade. She explains that when it comes to the location, she and Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, disagree. As she speaks, Councilman Ezra Boyle, Daniel Cosgrove, keeps interrupting in support of Drew. Laura continues on about giving the citizens the opportunity to vote on the location. Boyle points out that the piers in question are owned by Sonny Corinthos, the local mobster. He doesn't understand why Laura allows the hotbed of crime at those piers when they could instead be part of the Esplanade. He then challenges her personal relationship, and Laura reminds everyone that she and Sonny share a grandchild. She is putting the decision in the hands of voters so she can't be accused of bias. Boyle then addresses Deputy Mayor Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, and she admits that she respects the mayor but does not agree with her decision. She then resigns from her position effective immediately due to Laura's continued connection with Sonny. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, tries to talk sense into her in the hallway but fails. After the conference, Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, grabs Laura and asks if she knew about Jordan stepping down, and she denies it. He apologizes for how the press conference blew up, just as Drew interrupts, praising Laura for seeing things his way finally. He talks about Sonny's blood money and how it funds every good deed that it does. Curtis and Anna talk, and he expresses his confusion. He thinks that something is up with Jordan because her loyalty to Laura has never been in question. Anna simply thinks Jordan has reached her limit. Meanwhile, Jordan brings Laura her letter of resignation so that she can then go and keep a closer eye on Sidwell. As she is in her office, Jens calls and tells her that news of her resignation is all over social media, and that they should talk. Drew and Boyle are thrilled with how the conference ended up. Drew says that since Laura isn't taking a stand against Sonny, it shows that she's in bed with the mob. He suggests that this is Ezra's chance to put himself up against her on the next ballot. Sonny Corinthos calls out Marco Rios. Meanwhile, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, brings Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo to meet Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. She is greeted at the door by Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and after introducing Marco, Sonny asks him why he doesn't share his father's last name, Sidwell. Diane is in shock because she had no clue, and Marco admits that Sidwell is his father and is asked to leave. Diane is apologetic and unnerved by vetting Marco and still not finding the connection to Sidwell. Sonny and Jason both agree that Sidwell put Marco up to trying to get a job at her law firm. Jason leaves to go and have a talk with Marco. Sonny wants Diane to keep Marco on board to keep an eye on him. Sonny called Diane to discuss Laura's press conference about the Esplanade and how a public vote may directly affect his business, and he barely gets the words out before she gets a notification on her phone about the press conference. She explains that eminent domain means that his peers can be taken away. She reassures him that they will fight back, but if the people vote to get rid of him, there is probably no legal way around it. He may need to find a new way to do business. She suggests that he needs to paint himself as the generous benefactor that he has been for years. Wednesday, April 16, 2025. Lastly, General Hospital spoilers and recaps reveal Marco returns to Diane's office to find Jason waiting for him. Stone Cold wants to know why Marco applied for a job at this particular firm, and Marco tells him that he actually applied at 4 different firms and got offers from 3. He chose Diane's because he likes the kind of law that she practices. Jason has a hard time believing that Marco's appearance is just a coincidence. He tells him about Sonny's penthouse being firebombed the day after Sidwell arrived in Port Charles, and how that is supposed to be a coincidence too. As they are talking, Lucas walks in. Jason tells him that he is trying to get a straight answer out of Marco, and suggests that he may have better luck. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.